So it looks like we actually do know who's paying for Erika and the lifestyle that she continues to lead while tons of victims are still waiting on money that her husband, Tom Girardi, and many others stole. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your number one source for pop culture news, music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So as you know, today is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and we will be watching it together on TikTok tonight. But you also may have seen yesterday a clip from tonight's episode making the rounds. And you see the people, you see the cast, Sutton, Lisa Rinna, Erika Jayne, and Kyle, and Diana Jenkins, who also was in court and won a motion because you know she was suing the bots to figure out where they originate. And she actually got an approval from the judge. That's a whole other case. But you know, look, we're fair. Maybe she will discover who were the trolls that paid for the bots that were posting racist things to Garcelle's son, Jax. Back to this. So you may have seen that clip making the rounds yesterday in regards to what happened on tonight's episode. And look, at this point, guys, do I believe that Kathy Hilton could have said a homophobic slur? Yes. We've gone through this. Do I believe that Lisa Rinna, Erika Jayne could have plotted and planned this because they needed to take someone down this season? And because she's a fan favorite? Yes. I feel like there's no innocent parties here. And based on the report that I did yesterday, if you missed it, there is a lot of tea going on that Kathy Hilton and her people are really down Bravo's neck to make sure that this is edited correctly. So I'm going to keep my eyes open, but at the same time, it is what it is. Whatever they show us, and I keep telling you guys this, it's an edited version to what they want us to see and believe and the story that they want to tell on the show. So if it's not Kathy, it's Bravo or Evolution producers. So shout out to our friends over at the Bravo Docket. Really, really love these women. They do a fantastic job of breaking down these legal terms in a way that we truly understand. For a very long time, a lot of people have wondered, how exactly has Erika been able to maintain the life that she has when literally all of her money is gone when it comes to Tom Girardi? But is it really gone? Well, they break it down. They said it's been hiding in plain sight. They captioned this post that they posted yesterday, basically saying this. We saw a clip recently where an attorney claimed he knew who was paying for Erika's legal fees, but wouldn't say who it was. Hey, Ronald Richards. Well, we know, and it was made publicly available in a case pleading as reported by Law 360. So who is it? And they break it down. Again, guys, if you're not following them, follow them, support them, like the video, and let them know who sent you. So they break it down this way, and this is going to be, buckle up, grab a snack if you haven't already. They break this down and they cite that this is from Law 360 on the case law offices of Philip R. Sheldon, APC et al. Versus Thomas V. Girardi et al. They say the information about who is paying for Erika's legal fees was filed in a pleading in a case where a law firm is suing Girardi Keese, Erika Girardi, and EJ Global LLC for unpaid fees. Ronald Richards, hey Ronald, represents the plaintiff. Oh, Ronald's back in the mix. Erika filed a summary judgment motion to get herself out of the case, and in response, the law firm noted that Erika was receiving hundreds of thousands of dollars for her legal fees from an attorney named James Lewis Wilkes II via Wilkes' law firm. Erika did not dispute the fact that she received the money. The way it works in a summary judgment briefing is that the moving party lists out all the facts they are claiming as true based on evidence exchanged in the case, and the responding party can say whether or not the fact is disputed. She left it blank. Then they break down a timeline. And timelines are so important because at this point, I'm sure you're so confused. Did the victims get paid? Who's paid what? Who owns Who gets the money from the earrings? I know it's all so confusing, and I'm not going to sit here and act as if I'm a legal scholar to break it down for you. That's why I go to people like the Bravo Docket and Emily D. Baker. They break it down nicely. Go follow and support these women. So they break down the timeline for this. It says, so when you put this information into a timeline with the other undisputed facts, again, undisputed facts, it gets interesting. So follow me here, y'all. September 28th, 2020. Erika is personally served at the Pasadena house with a subpoena in the Ruy Gomez case and is specifically ordered to appear before the court to, quote, to furnish information to aid enforcement of a money judgment against you. October 2020. Mrs. Girardi opens a Wells Fargo account in Tampa, Florida, with Jim Wilkes and McHugh's financial controller. Mr. Wilkes is a longtime business associate of Tom Girardi. October 14th, 2020. 16 days after the Ruy Gomez subpoena, Wilkes and Company wire $150,000 to the account opened with Erika. November 2nd, 2020. 19 days after receiving the $150,000, Erika files for divorce. December 14th, 2020. Judge Thomas Durkin of the United States District Court for the Northern District of Illinois, Chicago, holds Tom Girardi in contempt of court and freezes his assets. December 18th, 2020. Tom Girardi's creditors file an involuntary bankruptcy petition claiming $6.5 million in liabilities. December 30th, 2020. Happy holidays. 2 weeks after Tom Girardi's assets are frozen, Wilkes and McHugh wire another $100,000 to the account they opened with Erika. January 19th, 2021. Conservatorship filed for Tom Girardi. April 2nd, 2021. Wilkes and McHugh wire another $150,000 to the account they opened with Erika. Wilkes and Company have given Erika close to $500,000. And this is as much as we know, okay, because of this current legal proceeding. I went through Wilkes' Instagram. So did the Bravo Docket, and they show the relationship between Wilkes. They say Wilkes told Law 360 that he is providing legal representation to Erika Girardi. He said that he saw Tom Girardi primarily as a personal friend and only rarely did business with him. The below is from Wilkes' public Instagram, and they cite a post that they are attacking attorney Ronald Richards. You can see that. They also show a post where he's having lunch with Tom Girardi back in 2016. And then another post in 2012 where Tom Girardi's holding up Erika Jayne when she was on the cover of Billboard, and they're together. And then there's another post where Erika Girardi comments in the comment section, "We miss you." Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Notably, the Bravo Docket continues to say, notably, this is the case from which Erika Girardi was personally dismissed. Here's the thing. Her business entities, EJ Global LLC, remains in the case. Yes, Erika has said that she didn't start this LLC. She has nothing to do with this LLC. It just bears her name. I'm fair. So we have a better idea at who or whom are funding Erika right now. But I have a feeling with all these legal situations that are going on, this is not the only folks or older men that are funding Erika Jayne, allegedly. Guys, I want to know your reaction to this timeline, to these new details about how Erika is being funded currently. And let's not forget, she's also making money, a lot of money, from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But is that enough to live the lifestyle that she's still currently living? Let's continue this conversation below. And as always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.